This is the Legends Tour. It's an annual car show that Mattel hosts not just around the country but also around the globe as well, where some of their biggest Hot Wheels fans can submit their real cars to have a chance to be turned into a Hot Wheels car itself. And for that reason, I traveled all over across the country to go to every single stop this year, or at least in the States. So here we go.
I don't know.
So it's day 0. It's the day before the Legends Tour Miami stop, and just a few things. First, apparently JC is actually coming.
Oh hey, you caught me packing.
Apparently Mattel flew him out, and I mean, good for him, but that would help. Very help. And second, you're probably wondering why exactly I'm doing this, and it's really just for one reason only: scope out the competition. You see, every type of car culture is allowed to enter this event, from stancers, racers, to lowriders, to kaitos, to restorers, rat rods, drifters, dragsters, and even monster trucks are allowed to come in and compete in this event. And if I want to win, I gotta beat every single one of them. So, that out of the way, let's go to the first stop, Miami.
Put up like, can I park right here? Fresh from the pit, engine sounds nice with the new V6, and my kicks is clean, and I mean when I drive by, watch me lean.
So, Miami was kind of disappointing. I had to pick up JC from the hotel, which I was trying to actually get all of the Honda S2000s and the special edition cars from every set, just to show that I actually did. But yeah, when we got there was already a line almost about a mile long, and yeah, thanks JC, you were kind of ruined it, but oh well, we got the online. When we pulled into the parking lot, I saw this.
Cooler than Highway 35. Check out this vertical! Coming up behind us! Use the nitrox!
They actually Tekuaz the Dior 2. I repeat, they actually Tekuaz the Dior 2. Seriously, when me and JC pulled up to the parking lot and saw this, I was screaming and jumping like some deranged ape.
New side mission. I have to sit in this car now. Seriously, I can't go on if I can't sit in this car, okay? And because of this, I didn't actually really look at the cars. I was too busy looking at this, except I can kind of remember that they were lackluster. Basically, there was a lot of good amount of duplicate cars, and almost none of them felt like garage period, something the Legends Tour is very pushy about. But that is probably not the biggest thing that has happened at this event. Then has to go to me and JC almost getting Homeland Security, no, I am not kidding, twice called on us. Basically, it kind of really wasn't our fault, but also at the same time it really was. So, you see this red chair, right? JC's connection inside Mattel, Dave, told us that we can put our backpacks here. Yeah, you probably see where this all came down. Dave told us that we can put our backpacks here, and JC even asked the nearby police officer if we could, and they said yes. But that cop went away for his break, and his replacement didn't know. After that, nothing much happened. JC took a bunch of photos with people, gave out stickers. I almost died from sun poisoning, and he almost died from a heat stroke. So, next stop, Charlottesville. So pretty much the next few stops, I'm actually going to drive to the events up until the Houston event. After driving 7 hours, I finally arrived at the Charlottesville event, and I got there about around 5 in the morning or so and waited at the front door. And there was already a crowd, and not just for the regular main lines, but also waiting in line for the Honda S2000, which they don't actually start selling till 8 a.m., 3 hours later, which doesn't help that it was cold, it was starting to rain, but that didn't stop me. I took a quick bathroom break, headed back out to wait in line. A couple of hours later, I got my first Honda S2000. So far, this event was a lot better than the Miami stop. The weather was a lot cooler, and also the cars were a lot better. Possibly my favorite pick out of the whole fiasco was this one car called High Roller. And it even had a Saul Goodman reference in the back. Perfect. Basically, the car body was on a scissor jack, and it could actually lift up and down. And you were still able to drive it as well. Sadly, that car didn't win.
Next up,
Atlanta. After driving another 5 hours to get down there, this time nobody was actually waiting in line for the Honda S2000 when I got there. And after another quick break, I headed back out line once again.
but this was interesting. The guy in front of me was actually Sean Nicholas and his wife, congrats, who were both actually at the Miami event as well. You know, it's actually kind of crazy how he was about, I think, less than 1,000 subs than me when we met, and now he's like close to hitting 40K. Congrats on that too, man. Yeah, he was actually one of the first people besides JC that I've told about this. So the cars at this event were pretty interesting. I would say that the cars at this stop are possibly the best I have seen, but if it wasn't for the fact that most of them were bought instead of built. I mean, there was even like a whole row of like super expensive cars and supercars, exotic cars, like those things. There was even like a Lexus LF8 there in the back. Actually, I think there was even two. Was there two? I don't actually remember. But besides that, it's probably one of the best out of the first three. I actually even get to meet Brian for the first time.
Hey JC, how you doing, man?
So next up, Detroit. So Detroit was a pretty interesting one. So first, a couple of bad things, but also there was a lot of good things too. So let's start off with the good things first. I actually met a bunch of other Hot Wheels creators, first being Hot Wheels Mafia. Shout out to him. Went for the S2000 once again, and Don't Die diecast inside Walmart. He even gave me a sticker. Also, I even met a few people who were even waiting line at the Atlanta stop again. And now, on to the bad. First, the cars for this event were terrible. Not in the sense like, oh, they were bad, just like nothing at this event felt good enough or has not been seen before. In fact, this was probably the worst stop so far. Also, the employees inside actually opened the boxes inside way too early, and this caused them to run out of cars before even 9:30. In fact, this is the earliest I ever left for a stop. But instead of driving another 7 hours back, I decided to head over to the Henry Ford Museum. And because of that, that saved the whole trip for me. And to be honest, it's kind of one of my favorite spots, but also, if it wasn't for that, it just wouldn't be. And it's just that all of the cool cars I've seen back there, they even had this World Race Christmas tree over in the far back of the museum. And then they had this little village right next to the museum where you can actually get drove around in an original T-Model Ford. Which, side note, did you know T-Model Fords actually get 20 miles to the gallon? And for some of you, including my car, that's a lot better gas mileage. Houston was kind of a dud, I guess. I mean, I did try to look at the cars, and there was a lot of cool and unique cars, but it was just so hot. Seriously, after I walked around to get the footage, pretty much, JC and I just hang out inside the Walmart. Now, the Miami stop was hot, but that was humidity hot. Houston was hot. So that's why Houston was a dud. I mean, I couldn't really enjoy looking at the cars without sweating and stuff. But the rest of the trip, it was great. It was actually really good. Me and JC filmed this Hot Wheels Hunt Challenge video. Go watch that after this. Hopefully we can do a sequel to this video.
But next up, Dallas.
So after almost 2 months, this hands down has to be the best stop so far, or at least at an S tier, because of just all the great things happened. First of all, almost all of the cars were great. Almost everyone felt like it should have been a Hot Wheels car, or there at least has been a Hot Wheels car of it already. The weather was perfect, it wasn't too hot, it was just right. And possibly the best thing was that a few of you guys actually recognized me. This guy, Dog Daniel, he asked for a photo, and that's not the only thing, because this guy actually gave JC, I'm not kidding, a whole hyperpod and a reverb for free. Just
Hey, I see that you have a little something. I don't know what it is. Oh, no way. I actually don't have this.
I know, I saw it on one of your videos and I was like,
Oh my
I have
gosh.
one of these. I have 2 of them, so I was like, I'm giving one.
And, oh, you got one more.
Wrapped up a little bit because it was going to
That's
slide
a-
around.
No way. I don't have this, by
I
the
wanted
way.
to gonna give you one in package. I saw how evil eBay is.
Yeah.
then Enigma, and wait a minute, and it was just so cool, man. This whole event, probably the best. So after that, let's go to Phoenix. So Phoenix was kind of another dud as well. I mean, it was okay. I mean, first of all, Arizona, beautiful state. I hated how I only spent like 2 days here, or just 1 night. I mean, to think Tesla's Cube is somewhere around here. Also, I got to meet Slingshot Kurt for the first time. Kind of wish I got footage actually with him, but hey, at least he got Brian to sign all of his Acceleracer stuff he brought. Also, I got to eat at In-N-Out for the first time. And sorry, JC, it's better than Whataburger. They put way too mustard. You know that's true. Like, the actual event in itself was kind of a dud. I mean, not really any memorable cars. The only one I remember is this Lotus with the marble decal. That, and also, I couldn't get the S2000. Yeah, I Ubered there, which was an hour away. Got there about 8 in the morning, and there was like already a line, and I just said, forget about it. Yeah, I don't need it. I already got 6. We're good.
So now, the last stop, El Segundo. El Segundo was amazing. Not just the stop, but everything. Me, JC, Tesla's Cube.
Who are you afraid of? The drones.
Which, by the way, just nonchalantly, he just gave me like 3 Acceleracers cars. Just being generous. Slingshot Kirk. Everything we did for that whole weekend, just perfect. This has to be my favorite stop. S tier, 3 gold stars. Everything else. First, me and JC toured around LA by seeing the Hollywood sign and the TLC theater just at the Walk Hall of Fame. That was it for Thursday. Then Friday we went up to the Hot Wheels convention that was apparently happening. For about 7 floors of the hotel,
pretty much collectors turned their hotel rooms into actual stores. It was just insane.
At least you know what it is. A lot of people don't.
Yeah.
Dude,
wow.
they got the Wolverine stripes.
That is so. All right, maybe I'll come back for it,
it.
but if someone gets it, it's okay. I just.
Do you not think they got the Mach 5?
Hey, give me a second.
I know.
Hey, you're trying to make me spend money.
We met up with some more designers there, and even Bruce Pascal, and even saw this cool diorama of the Acceleracers with a custom Tycho Dior 2. I mean, there were separate ones, but yeah. Then later on, we actually got a tour of the design center with Brian Benedict. At first, we sent a bunch of our cars down the big loop, and here's me sending down this one of 200 Dior 2 that cost me almost $1,000.
Go. I don't know what. Ooh. Whoa. All right, so we didn't make the loop. It did not. It did not. Oh, it's okay though, surprisingly.
Oh, wow. All right.
That's some good paint then.
Yeah.
Hot Wheels for life, right? Guaranteed for life. Go.
Wow. These cars can really take punishment. We got to see the real beach bomb and the big saber, and we actually got the sign on the wall over here. And obviously we couldn't film that much inside, and I think I can talk about this, but if not, oh well. But this is possibly not the end of Acceleracers. Then Center Day, the actual event, was amazing. We got to meet a bunch of other fans, other content creators, and I finally got to saw a bunch of the other real life Hot Wheels cars, since the big three were kind of getting boring to me. And then that night we went back to the convention to spend more of our NFT ad money. Then Sunday we went down to the Peterson Museum and we looked inside the vault. Sadly, no Mach 5. Me and JC were greatly upset about that, especially me, since I bought this Hot Wheels Mach 5 from Japan to get a pic with it. But hey, at least we have an exhibit for Teslas. After that, me, JC, and Tesla's Cube, we ran around LA and looked for film locations for Fast and Furious. We actually went to Dom's house and his little store, which was actually just down the street between them, which that was like a surprise. And yeah, there's so much more. But that was the gist. That was the gist. All right. And that's it. That was the last one. This has to be one of the greatest things I've ever did, but also possibly one of the stupidest things I have ever did. I mean, but if I could do it all over again, I would. Just 100% I would do it again. I mean, just from all the cool places I went and all the cool things I did about almost every stop, and then meeting a bunch of people that I probably would have never met if I never did this. And even meeting a bunch of you guys. I mean, like, for the first time someone actually even asked for like a photo. Someone actually even recognized me like in public, something I never thought, in a million years that would have happened. And yeah, something else happened as well that I never thought in a million years would happen as well. Don't get me wrong, I love you guys. I mean, I never thought I would have an actual, audience just because I made a couple of meme videos a few years ago. I mean, but during the Dallas stop, when JC was getting his footage for the Acceleracers NFT set, I actually got to sit in the car.
2 years now, and
Three.
So I'm so glad I could get you in here, man. And thank you to the Home Mattel crew. This wouldn't have been possible without them. And I hope to see you in other stuff, man.
Yeah.
All right. Good stuff.
After about 2-3 years, finally got to sit in the Dior too.
All the way up. Good. How's it feel?
Something that I never thought would actually happen. And in the same color scheme. It started my obsession with cars. And I really don't know what to say. I mean, like, how would I even like explain that to like my younger self? That like, hey, you're gonna like actually be in that car. I mean, like not some, prop, not some missing that like movie thing. Like, no, you're gonna actually sit in that car. When you can actually drive down the road and eat wine at McDonald's, you could have done it. Hell, how would I even explain that I would be friends with Vert Wheeler, actually him?
Welcome to the Squared Corner podcast. I am your host, JC Squared, where I will be interviewing guests from the Hot Wheels community and beyond. Today's guest that I have with me is Hot Wheels the Oxide Man and the Ultra Chad himself, the Big Man. Welcome on, how you doing? This is a live unboxing right here. Live. Put my hand. What am I supposed to find? A bag? Okay. Oh my god, nah, I'm putting that bag, This man. Okay, well, let's see, I guess. Let's see if I can open this thing. Oh shoot, wait, that's actually cool. Wait, hold up. That's freaking dope. It's the JC Square Dior 2. Welcome back, Mr. Big Man.
Thanks.
You got me something last time. It's my courtesy to give you something else.
Said it was stickers.
It's a Hala E Crab sticker. It's for your car. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Got him. Got him. And then last but not least, there's one great little thing in there for you, which is
it's your card.
There you go. 2 years now. And
3.
So I'm so glad I could get you in here, man. And thank you to the whole Mattel crew. This wouldn't have been possible without them. And I hope to see you in other stuff, man. All right. Good stuff.
It's just absolutely insane. But now, I can finally be at peace.
All non-stops. We're at the Mattel, and what was that? No. Son of a bitch.
Are you ready for the race of a life?